S is any non-empty set, and the function S cross S2, F from S cross S be a function, then F is called binary operations. So that means what? S cross S means the Cartesian product of S. The Cartesian product of S to S. What is that? F is any function. So if it is the relation is function, then we can call the relation is called a binary operations. Maybe the binary operations are defined as, so denoted by star plus minus, cross, circle plus, sometimes it will be denoted by circle, some different kind of operations. So S cross S2 S is a function. So S cross S2 is a function means, what is, when you say that S cross S2 S is a function, it is a function means the basic property of a function. What is the basic property of a function? Every element in domain has a unique image in codomain. So every element in domain has a unique image in codomain. Then F from S cross S2 is a function. So I want to define some different kind of operations. So for example, star is a binary operation that is defined as like that. Star of A comma B is equals to A star B. So A star B belongs to S for every pair of A comma B belongs to S. So then only we say that it is a binary operation. So we can take, in the place of star, we can take some different kind of operations and different kind of functions we have to define. For example, I want to take plus. What is the definition of binary operation? Star of A comma B is equals to A star B belongs to S. Generally A star B. So it is a function means the product must be belongs to S for every pair of A comma. For example, plus. So is the plus is any binary operation on N. So when it is said binary operation, plus from star N cross N to N be a function, then only we can call plus as a binary operation. So how to define plus? Plus from N cross N to N such that plus of A comma B is equals to what? A plus B. A plus B means what? A plus B means sum of two natural numbers. Sum of two is natural numbers is again a natural number or not? Yes. Of the natural number? Yes. So it is a natural number. Sum of two natural numbers is again a natural number means, so you can take any pair of two natural numbers. So you can take any pair of two natural numbers. Addition of two natural numbers is again a natural number. Can I say star is plus is a binary operation on yes, N or not? According to the definition. So plus is a binary operation. So I want to define some another operation. For example, multiplication. Multiplication is a binary operation on natural numbers or not means. So multiplication means multiple of A comma B. That is A into B is again a natural number. Product of two natural numbers is always a natural number, right? That means product is also binary operation on N. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So, for example, I want to define minus. Subtraction is a binary operation on N or not?
No.
No, sir.
No. So, because it is not satisfied this condition, because it is not a function, because function means what? Every element in domain has a unique image in codomain. So if there exists at least one element has no image in codomain, it is not a function. For example, I want to take 2 minus 3 is equals to minus 1. Minus 1 does not belongs to capital N. So minus is not a binary operation. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And similarly, we can define some different kind of operations. Generally we know this addition, subtraction and the division. and multiplications. These are kind of properties we know, but I want to define some new definitions. So those are particular definitions. For example, so before going to that binary operations, first of all, how many binary operations can be exist? How many binary operations are? What is the definition of binary operation? S is any non-empty set. Then star is a binary operation, means what? S cross S2 S is a function. Then the function is called binary operations. In the same manner, how many functions can be had from S star S2 S? Any functions exist, for example, a comma 2 are two sets, a comma b are two non-empty sets. Then how many functions are exist from a to b? How many functions? Any functions exist out there? So number of functions are f from a to b is a function, means number of elements in b to the power of number of elements in a. The number of functions from a to b is number of elements in b to the power of number of elements in a. This is the number of functions exist from a to b. Same formula we have to apply here. So what is that? S of n is, for example, S is a non-empty set. S is a non-empty set means, let us suppose I want to take some n number of elements in S. That is, number of elements in S is n. So how many functions are exist from S cross S to S? So number of elements in S to the power of number of elements in S cross S, right?
Yes, sir.
So number of elements in S is n. The number of elements in S cross S is equals to what? Already we know that number of elements in A is equals to some number of elements in A cross B is equals to number of elements in A into number of elements in B. Here number of elements in S cross S is equals to how much? Number of elements in S into number of elements in S. That is n into n, n square. So what is, how many functions can be had here? N to the power of n into n, n square function can be exist, right?
Yes, sir.
This is, for example, number of elements in this is 5. Then how many binary operations? Functions exist, say, like these kind of binary operations. 5 to the power of 25, right? N is equals to 5. How many binary operations? 5 to the power of 25, right? Okay. Next, for example, I want to define some different kind of operations, whether those are binary operations or not. We need to check first. For example, I want to define a function star on integers. A star b is equals to a plus b plus 2 for all a comma b belongs to z. So then star is a binary operation on z is z or not. My question is clear.
Once again, sir.
A star b is equals to a plus b plus 2 for all a comma b belongs to z. Then star is a binary operation on z or not. It should be binary operation, right? Why? Because the definition of binary operation is what? That is a cross b, means in generally a star b belongs to s for all a comma b belongs to s according to the definition. Here a star b is equals to what? A plus b plus 2, where a comma b belongs to z. So we know that sum of two integers is again a integer and 2 is also integer. So finally what is the product? A plus b plus 2 belongs to z, right?
Yes, sir.
A plus b plus 2 belongs to z means a star b belongs to z for every pair of a comma b belongs to z. So according to the definition of binary operation, star is a binary operation on z. Okay. So coming to, we have to discuss later. First of all, we have to define algebraic structure. Algebraic structure means let S is any non-empty set together with binary operations is called algebraic structure, and it is denoted by S comma plus comma dot. Because together binary operations means a non-empty set together one or more binary operations. So maybe it's defined on one binary operation, maybe it's defined as two binary operations, maybe it's defined as three binary operations. Like this kind of binary operations can be exist. So in the group theory, we have to define only one binary operation. In ring theory, we have to define two binary operations. So in general, algebraic structure means a non-empty set together a binary operation is called algebraic structure. This is the definition. And closure property. Closure property means, what is the closure property? S is any non-empty set with binary operation is star. If A star B belongs to S, belongs to S, then S is satisfied closure property with respect to star. Clear the definition? Just the product. What is the definition of star? The product of elements must be belongs to S for every pair of A comma B belongs to S. Then we say that star is a binary operation as well as closure property satisfied with respect to star. Okay, is it clear for the definition of closure?
Yes, sir.
So for example, I want to define, for example, here A star B is equals to A plus B plus A into B for all A comma B belongs to Z. So is it satisfying closure property or not? We have to discuss. So before going to closure property, so moreoverly closure and associative. So closure and binary operations are same definitions. If it is satisfying closure property, then we can call direct it is a binary operations. No need to verify separate binary operations and closure property. Those are two definitions are same. So since the definition is what? A star B is equals to A plus B plus A into B for all A comma B belongs to Z. So this is the definition. So when you say that it is satisfying closure property with respect to star, according to the definition, A star B belongs to S. In the place of S, we have to define Z integers. So that means we have to prove that A star B belongs to Z for every A comma B belongs to Z. This is our aim. So since I want to take A comma B belongs to Z. So product of two integers is again a integers we know. So from this is implies A into B belongs to Z. And also since already we have taken A comma B belongs to Z and A into B belongs to Z already we are got. So we know that sum of integers is again a integers. That means A plus B plus A into B belongs to Z. But what is this definition? From the equation one says that A plus B plus A into B is equals to A star B. So from these implies A star B belongs to Z for all A comma B belongs to Z, right? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
is it satisfying closure or not?
Satisfying, sir.
It's satisfying closure property. It's satisfying closure property means we can call star is a binary operation on Z and Z comma star is satisfied closure property. So this is closure and binary operations. Is it clear? If you are not understanding like these generalized definition, we can take some numbers you can take. So in generally, the statements always, whatever the statements we have to prove, that is generalized proofs we need to prove. So if it is, the statement is not true, we can give the counter example is enough. So if you are supposed to, you are not understanding this A comma B, what is A, what is B, what is A into B. So such a situations we can take 1 comma 2 and 2 comma 3, 4 comma 5, like you can take any kind of numbers. So for example, I want to take 2 comma 3. So is this satisfying this condition or not? So 2 star 3 is equals to what? 2 star 3 is equals to 2 plus 3 plus 2 into 3 is 6. 2 plus 3 is 5 plus 6 is 5 plus 6 is 11. 11 belongs to Z, right?
Yes, sir.
11 belongs to Z. So it is satisfying closure. So it is not enough. We can take some two other pair of integers, some 1 comma 2. If it is 1 comma 2 means 1 star 2 is equals to 1 plus 2, 3 plus 2. That is 5. 5 belongs to Z. So it is satisfied. You can take some another kind of two pair of integers, some 5 comma 6. 5 plus 6 is 11. 11 plus 30. That is 41. 41 belongs to Z. So it is satisfied. You can take some another kind of two integers. After then, when you are getting clarity on this definition, so we can do the generalized properties. So in the examination, you can prove the generalized only. So no need to take 1 comma 2 like this. So when you are not understanding directly, we can take some kind of integers, no problem. So when you are understanding thoroughly, then we have to prove the same situations in generalized proof. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So next definition, A star B is equals to A plus B minus A into B belongs to capital A. Because A comma B are natural numbers. According to this definition, is this binary operation or not? Because we have to think on that. Here we are getting negative value. We are getting negative value means suppose A plus B is greater than A into B. Then what happens? It should be negative, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
It should be negative means if it is possible, right? A plus B is greater than A into B is also possible. This is possible means it is not a binary operation. It is not a binary operation means such a situation we can take, we can give counter example only. For example, I want to take A is equals to 2, B is equals to 2 into 3 means 6. 5 minus 6 is equals to minus 1. Minus 1 does not belongs to Z. It does not belongs to Z means it is not satisfying closure. It is not satisfying closure property means star is not a binary operation on n, right?
Yes, sir.
For example, same definition, just I want to change set. Here I want to take Z. Now it is
It is a binary operation, sir.
a binary operation. Everyone is clear?
Yes, sir.
That is. So possible in one case means it is possible for every cases. Only 2 digits తీసుకుంటే satisfy అవ్వచ్చు, but different kind of elements తీసుకున్నప్పుడు satisfy అవ్వచ్చు అవ్వకపోవచ్చు. ఆ సిచ్యువేషన్స్ కూడా మనం కన్సిడర్ చేయాలి. So it is a generalized a comma b means what? We don't know what is a comma b. That means in the place of a comma b we can take any different kind of integers. Okay?
Yes, sir.
So, and for example, I want to give some another definition like x star y is equals to x square into y for all x comma y belongs to S. According to this definition, is it satisfying closure property or not? It is satisfied, right? Because x star y is equals to x square into y for all x comma y belongs to R. R means real numbers. X comma y belongs to R means x comma y are two real numbers. We know that square of real again real number. That means x square comma y belongs to R. Again we know that product of two real numbers is again a real number. That's x square into y belongs to R. What is the definition of x square into y? X star y. So x star by y belongs to R for all
X comma y belongs to R.
for all x comma y belongs to R. So R comma star is satisfying closure property.
Closure property.
That means we can call star is a binary operation on R, right?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
So we can give some different kind of examples also. For example, I want to define a star b is equals to, once you write on the paper, a star b is equals to a power b, a to the power b for all a comma b belongs to Z. Now it is a binary operation or not?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
everyone, are you clear on that?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I am repeating again. A star b is equals to a to the power b for all a comma b belongs to Z. Now star is a binary operation on Z or not? Now it's clear the question.
Yes, sir.
Now it is a binary operation.
Yes, sir.
No. Why? Because I want to take a is equals to 2, b is equals to minus 3. Because of integers means we have negative values also, right? A star b is equals to a to the power of b means 2 star minus 3 is equals to what? 2 to the power of minus 3. 2 to the power of minus 3 can be written as 1 by 2 to the power of 3. 1 by 2 to the power of 3 means 1 by 8. So 1 by 8 is an integer
Values we get this.
value. So star is not a binary operation according to the definition. A star b is equals to a to the power of B, right?
B.
So we can
Yes,
give
sir.
like we have to think like these different kind of way. నార్మల్ గా ఏదో విన్నాము అంటే కుదరదు ఇది. దీన్ని కంప్లీట్ గా ఒక్కొక్క డెఫినేషన్ పైన థింక్ చేయాల్సిందే. మీ దీనికి ఉన్న అడ్వాంటేజెస్ ఏంటిది అంటే ప్రీవియస్ జనరలైజ్డ్ మ్యాథమెటిక్స్ కి ఈ గ్రూప్ థియరీకి ఉన్న డిఫరెన్స్ ఏంటి అంటే సో యూ హ్యావ్ టు డిఫైన్, యూ కెన్ డిఫైన్ ఓన్ సెన్స్, you can define the binary operations. We have to define some kind of relation. A star B is equals to, just I want to define, here it is A plus B minus A into B. You can give some different kind of example. A square plus AB, you can give like that. A star B is equals to A to the power of B, you can give like that. For example, A to the power of mod B, you can give like that. A star B is equals to A square whole to the power of B square. You can do like this. So you have to define some particular operation. Again, you have to cross check whether your definition is binary operation or not. Then you get a clarity on that binary operations. When you get a clarity on the binary operations, then group theory is very easy. So otherwise it will be some difficulties there. Okay, because of you have to careful in the subject. Okay, you have to give, you can define some different kind of operations also. ఇక్కడ డిఫైన్ చేసుకోండి. A star B is ఇక్కడ x star y is equals to x square into y డిఫైన్ చేసిన, you can give some different kind. For example, ఇక్కడ నేనేం డిఫైన్ చేస్తా, ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ x star y is equals to x to the power of square root y, ఇట్లా డిఫైన్ చేస్తాం. Then the definition is a binary operation. X star y is equals to x to the power of square root of y. For all x comma y belongs to capital R, means real numbers. According to this definition, star is a binary operation or not? Out of the binary operation? You can give some numbers. For example, I want to take A is equals to x is equals to 2, y is equals to minus 3. Then what happens? X star y is equals to x to the power of square root of minus y, means 2 to the power of square root of minus 3. It is complex number, right?
Yes, sir.
So such a kind of, it is not a binary operation. You have to give some different kind of example and verify that different kind of example is a binary operation or not. Okay, మనం డిఫైన్ చేయడానికి చాలా ఉంటది, కానీ ఒక్క డెఫినేషన్ పైన ఒక 2-3 క్లాసెస్ ని మనం తీసుకోవచ్చు, బట్ మనకు అంత టైం ఉండదు. పర్ఫెక్ట్ గా ఇంక్లూడెడ్ గా అవ్వాలి అంటే ఒక 2 క్లాసెస్ 3 క్లాసెస్ తీసుకోవచ్చు, కానీ 2 క్లాసెస్ 3 క్లాసెస్ తీసుకుంటే మనం మొత్తం అకాడమిక్ ఇయర్ లో కూడా గ్రూప్ థియరీ ఫస్ట్ యూనిట్ అయిపోతుంది. సో కాబట్టి మీరు కూడా డిఫరెంట్ వేస్ లో డిఫరెంట్ సోర్స్ లో ట్రై చేయాలి, డిఫరెంట్ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్స్ తీసుకోండి. వెదర్ యువర్ డెఫినేషన్స్ ఇస్ binary operations, whether your definition is satisfying closure, whether your definition is satisfying associative, whether your definition is satisfying some different kind of algebraic properties or not. So అట్లా చేస్తే ఏమవుతుందంటే మీకు ఒక క్లారిటీ, ఒక వ్యూ వస్తుంది ఆన్ దిస్ గ్రూప్ థియరీ. సో ఇట్లా ఉంటుంది గ్రూప్ థియరీ. నెక్స్ట్ అసోసియేటివ్ ప్రాపర్టీ. we know that associative S is any non-empty set together with binary operation star if A star of B star C is equals to A star B star C for all A comma B comma C belongs to S, then we say that S comma star is satisfying associative property. So this is the definition of associative property. Okay. So are you clear on this classes or not? If it is any moving fast or slow, ఈ సీక్వెన్స్ లో వెళ్తే సరిపోతుందా, కొంచెం స్పీడ్ తగ్గించాలా, ఓకేనా, లేకపోతే ఇంకా ఏదైనా పారామీటర్స్ యూజ్ చేయాలా?
Okay, sir.
I want to know about this. ఎందుకంటే ఇట్స్ వెరీ క్లియర్. ఫస్ట్ నుండి మనం క్లియర్ గా వెళ్తేనే వస్తుంది, లేకపోతే కష్టం. ఈ ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీస్ ఓకే అంటే ఈ ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీలో వెళ్దాం, లేదు సార్ ఇంకా స్పీడ్ అవుతుంది అంటే ఇంకా స్లోగా వెళ్దాం, కాకపోతే ఎక్స్ట్రా క్లాసెస్ అయినా తీసుకుందాం, నో ప్రాబ్లం. కానీ మనం గడబడి